marry white women more than black women. Where is that information coming from?
Well, statistics, generally speaking.
Yeah, can you show me that?
Well, I mean, you could just look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. It's not true.
Hey, black men definitely marry white people more than black women do.
Okay, so prove it.
Well, I think he's saying like over all the interracial dating, it's black men who date more interracial, who do have the highest percentage of dating interracially, but not that they're like dating. They're like the largest percentage, I guess, of who they're marrying is to black women.
It clearly
But I get
says black men marry white women more than black women. That's very specific.
Marry.
Yeah, marry.
They date and they're in relationships with black women, but on a higher level, they're statistically marrying white women more.
Prove that.
I think everybody's a bit confused because the prompt says they date black women more, but the statistics say that most black men marry black women more. But when you do a total of all the interracial dating, the black men are the highest ones to date out of all the interracial relationships.
Maceo, I see what you're saying. The prompt is sorry, Maceo. The prompt is very confusing. It's like it's worded a little weirdly.
No,
but
I think they were being very specific when they chose marry. But even if you want to talk about dating,
I'll let Curly answer.
Yeah, how do you quantify that? Like, what data says that black men date out the most?
So I was actually getting suggestions about the prompt, like what I should put up. Like for that topic was made by my girl Vamp. So
and you didn't fact check it before you put that up there?
She gave me. I mean, I can give you the source.
Okay, show us the source now. That says that black men marry white women more than black women.
Yeah, because my dad.
There's no source for it. It's
Curly. Curly.
Wait a second.
Did you mean by that? Did you mean that black men marry outside of their race more than black women do, or did you mean that black men marry white women more than they marry black women?
It's very specifically saying we marry white women more than black women. Like, I don't see how we can move around what it actually says.
It's rage bait, bro. It's made up.
Did you mean that?
He said he got it from his mod.
He made it up,
That's
bro.
not
It's
true
rage
at all.
bait.
That's not true at all.
Oh well, she said statistically. I listen. I took her word for granted. My bad. I apologize.
Good catch, Maceo.
Yeah.
Good catch.
And for the people that said that black men date out more, where's your information on that? More than who?
Or maybe he's
No,
just
people on the panel said that black men statistically date out more than any other group. I would love to see that data.
They made it up, bro.
I don't think I made it up. I've heard it from other people saying that.
So you've never seen the data, you just heard people say it. Okay.
Well, I've seen that they've pulled it up. I've seen them pulling up statistics about the different interracial relationships and that it's black men that date the highest interracially.
Okay, so show it to us then.
That's not me claiming that. I'm saying I've heard of that and they pulled up statistics about it. I don't never said I agreed with it. I'm black myself. And my dad was not interested in teaching us to date, like, especially black males. He didn't want his son dating a white woman.
I think the problem here is people want to believe something because it fits their narrative. So without actually checking it, they just subconsciously or consciously just believe what they heard because it's confirmation bias.
Yeah, I've argued it. See, Marissa done pulled it up for you.
Yeah, it's the same thing I'm looking at, that Pew Research article. It doesn't say that black men date out more.
It says black men are twice as likely as black women to intermarry.
Yeah, that's marriage. We're talking about dating.
Okay,
we already proved that.
I'm giving you a source about dating because you have to date someone to marry them too.
Yeah,
so
and it shows that a majority of black men marry black women. That's what that's saying. So if only 24% of black men are married out, that means that what, 3/4 are married to black women, right?
Well, the prompt
That's correct.
The prompt does say marry, and it should say marry interracially more than black.
It doesn't
women.
need to say that because it's implying interracial marriage.
I didn't talk about dating. I'm talking about what the prompt says because the prompt says marry. It doesn't say date. So that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, and the prompt is wrong based off the source you just provided. Because if 24% of black men are with...
I just told you, you're a grown-ass man. Listen, I just told you it should say, why do black men marry interracially more than black women? That's what it should say, because that's what this says. Thank you.
All right, so before we continue, I will fix that. I apologize. My bad. Okay. Anyways.
So did you believe that prior to this conversation, host?
Did I believe that?
Yeah.
No, this is a prompt just for me to be educated. Like if someone
Oh,
fact checks
come
me.
on, man. You can't. You.
Can I ask a question?
That's not how you ask for
He's
information.
completely.
I want to ask a panel question.
Oh my god, he's completely still very educated on race.
What's the problem? Why would it matter if black men marry white women? Is there an inherent problem to like marrying
Yeah,
outside
there
your
is an
race?
inherent problem. You're separating
Can
the
I just
black
ask
and
an
men.
honest question? It's an honest question.
I'm mixed. I'm a biracial, so I clearly don't have a problem with it.
Of course
Other
she
people
doesn't.
do.
Well, somebody has a problem.
Depends
Probably.
on who you ask. Like if you ask me, sorry.
So I'm sharing this. Me personally, at the end of the day, like I don't think there's a problem with it as long as the person unpack their inherent like their racism and stuff like that. There's no issue with
Yeah,
it.
there's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as unpacking it.
What?
How do you remove your privilege?
That's not what he said. He said unpack the racism.
Yeah, and
Like,
where do white people get their privilege from?
Listen, you can still recognize that you have white privilege and unpack your racism.
No, you cannot.
You don't think white people can unpack their privilege? Like unpack
So
and talk
again,
about it and acknowledge?
all y'all want white people to do is agree with you and do nothing about it. So what's the point in them saying, yeah, I benefit from racism if I do nothing about it?
Well, first to do something about it, you have to acknowledge it first.
You think white people don't know this already?
I think there's a lot of white people who will disagree that they have privilege. They won't even agree with
they
you.
can disagree, but that doesn't mean that they don't inherently know that they benefit. Because if you ask them, are you treated like black people?
No, it doesn't. They're just using it to gaslight DJ. That's pretty obvious. They're just
gaslighting.
Regardless,
gaslighting.
I think to even like fix or like account for your racism, you have to be like, oh yeah, shoot, I might have a little bit of privilege. Like people have to say that, right? We at least agree.
But a lot of them say no, there's no privilege to keep the racism going. Like they don't care.
But that's what I'm saying.
What I'm asking.
And rage bait.
That's no different than men saying, yeah, we benefit from patriarchy and misogyny, but we're not going to do anything about it. Does that benefit women? No.
But there's men who like do acknowledge patriarchy and like do what they can to like fight against it. We agree with that, right?
No, I don't agree with that at all.
You don't think there's men that fight against the patriarchy and like do what they can?
I'm talking about the way you're using it with racism. Like white people admitting that they benefit from racism does nothing for black people.
It's not just admitting; it's unpacking. Curly said, "Unpack."
How do you unpack?
There's a lot of ways. The same way you unpack any like history of discrimination. Like you recognize how your race plays in the world and how you are perceived and how you can fight against. Just like as a dude walking down the street, I unpack the patriarchy by being like, oh shoot,
so let me ask
I'm not going to follow behind a girl at 8:00 at night when it's pitch black outside.
Do you believe that there have been strides made towards some form of equality in this country?
I think so. Yeah, I think there's been strides.
Was that because white people unpacked their racism or because black people fought against it?
I genuinely think it's both, but it was much more so black people fighting against it.
So do you think if black people hadn't have put up any resistance, white people would have just said, you know what we're doing is wrong, we should stop?
No, I don't think that.
So you just proved the point that it doesn't mean anything.
You're making two different points. Man.
I made the same point.
You can't jump around like that.
No, that point was really valid.
That was so sly.
No, I made the same point that white people acknowledging something doesn't mean anything.
What DJ's saying, he's saying it's not just unpacking. It's not just fucking talking in your words. You actually have to do.
That's all white people do is talk.
Physically
it's
in
not
your life.
There's
okay,
men
but you can't. People aren't a monolith, so we can't just say all
white people are a monolith. They all benefit from racism.
Right.
Yes, they are.
Wait, you're making a generalization. You say they're all talk. I know a couple like white people that actually recognize that they have white privilege and they're willing to undo.
Agreed.
Okay, so again, tell me how recognizing does anything. There's a difference between
the abolitionist movement.
Okay, you just want to defend white people. So again,
no, don't get it twisted. Don't see. That's what you're sneaky. You're sneaky as slime.
I'm being very direct. Being direct is not sneaky. So again,
there's a sneaky and sly, bro.
You disagree and you're anti-black. Like,
okay, I'm anti-black. That's fine, but you haven't disproven anything I said. White people acknowledging.
I can disprove it.
If we don't agree with you, we're racist. We're anti-black.
Who said that anybody's racist?
Like, it's crazy.
You said I want to defend white people.
Yeah, you do want to defend them by saying they don't have to do anything. They just need to acknowledge their privilege.
No one said that. No one said that.
You're bad faith arguing now, and it is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
You're clearly saying it is not just unpacking; it's your actions as well. So that's the point, and you can move on to your next one. It's not just
So you
unpacking,
disagree with that point?
It's action. I said it's not just unpacking. It's through your actions as well.
Okay,
it's
so
through
and my
legislation.
entire
It's through
point
voting.
is there's been no action. So I don't know why you're disagreeing.
That's a generalization, bro.
So show me the action then.
I can show you right now. I can give you an example.
You're going to give me examples of white proximity to black people. That's what you're going to do.
No, I'm not. I'm
okay,
not
so
gonna
give it to
I
us
can
then.
give you an example. I
Give
can give
us
you an example.
Give us an example.
Okay. During the abolitionist movement, the abolition of slavery,
God,
getting rid of slavery, John Brown's revolt, there was abolitionists who were white who went and laid their lives down and did die. They weren't just talking about it. They said, let's unpack racism. I recognize that in this white society, I can get us a bunch of guns. I can lead logistics.
Say pew-pews.
Sorry. I can get us some pew-pews. I know logistics. I got connections. Hey, I can organize people a lot better than y'all can. Let's get people together and let's take things back.
Okay, so I love how TikTok
That's
loves John
thing.
Brown. Now tell us the criticism of John Brown.
Is there one? Does somebody
yes,
have
there
one?
is.
What?
You brought him up, so tell us the full story. You brought him up, not me.
I've never heard a single
example of white people helping black people, because I'm gonna need.
No. He asked me for an example. I just gave you an example.
Yeah, and he had to go back centuries. He had to go back centuries to give you an example.
None of us have benefited from.
Okay, I can give you a modern example. I can give a modern example too.
Wait, please go ahead. Nobody stop.
Who signed the civil rights movement into law? What president?
Is that Trump?
What was that?
Are you talking about the current president?
No, who signed the civil rights movement into law?
Act and Trump signed it, girl. What?
Like, thank you. Like, no, I need an answer. I need an answer.
So wait a minute. You're going back to the civil rights movement, which was a grassroots movement.
Anti-racism movement.
Sir, you already proved my point earlier that had black people not fought, white people would have done nothing. So you bringing up, I'll let you go, sir. I'll let you go.
Wait, basically, are you making a statement that if black people didn't fight, like no white people would stand up for black people?
I said nothing would have changed, period. And he acknowledged that. He said, yeah, them acknowledging it would have done nothing unless black people started these movements. He said that. He agreed to that. So I don't know why he's bringing up the civil rights movement, which was literally black people fighting against racism to begin with.
I think you're missing my point on purpose. You're bad faith making my point.
I'm being very literal, so how could that be bad faith?
That's unironically, that's kind of what bad faith means.
So being literal to what you're saying is bad faith. Okay, that's fine.
100%. Not only are you being generalist, you're using race reductionism.
Like, oh my God, like using a hyperbole, and you be like, oh my God, that's a death threat. You're coming at me. That's bad faith. Taking my words literally is literally bad faith. That's what you're trying to say.
But what I find funny is the same person he wants to give credit for signing the civil rights bill literally said on record that the way I control this country is I convince the poorest white man that he's better than the richest black man, and I can pick his pocket.
What president said that?
Lyndon Baines Johnson said that.
Do you have a source on that?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Because I was referring to like the present day years in the current 2025.
Are you guys making the argument that like I'm not here to defend like every single white and everyone's amazing. I'm just saying Curly made the point, and this is what it all goes back to. That I asked, is it wrong? Like, what's the inherent problem with dating outside your race? Curly, which I agree with him, said, oh, it's not like inherently wrong as insofar as the white person unpacks their racism and acknowledges privilege and works to be better and doesn't hate minorities. And I agree with that. I'm like, yeah, in those cases, yeah, you can date outside your race. And we agreed. And then y'all responded, or Miss Sayo, or I'm sorry if I can't say your name. He responded by then saying, no, they can never do that. How do you do that? And then I said, wait, there are examples. And also, are we all dumb and ignorant to the fact that there are people out here who are good and who are fighting to be better? Like, not every single person is one way. I'm not going to be
fighting to be better is crazy.
Yeah, but there are still standards out here that say like the most desirable woman and the least desirable woman, and so you have literally like I've heard that before, and it doesn't work for me because
those are bad. We agree that they're bad, right?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that. Okay, give me a second. That does not mean that I'm gonna sit here and then you put a white male next to a black man. You say which one would you date, and then the white guy's getting so much more privilege, the black guy's struggling and all that, and I pick the white male, and that doesn't kind of feed into their thought process that we desire white people to and to affiliate with them more than our own race. That's ridiculous. Like I that had been pushed on me a lot. People saying I had Eurocentric features in the jobs I worked and stuff like that. Comparing me to white women, like I want to be white if I wear a certain hairstyle. It's ridiculous. Nobody wants to look like these. I mean, there's a lot of things told to us, and then in and of itself, when you have white people thinking that our women are less desirable or we don't want our own kids and stuff to feel more attractive, like this is ridiculous. Like that in and of itself is why a black person would say, hey, yeah, I'm going to teach my son not to date specifically white women or something like that. We have a defensive reason why we'll say no to interracial dating.
And that's absolutely fair, and everyone is allowed to make their own decision. But me coming from two different racial parents, the hate that I get is is not fair at all because I didn't choose it. Like, direct the hate towards people dating. You know what I mean?
It compares. It's still never compared to the hate that we get. It'll never.
No, I absolutely understand that, but to then attack people who had no choice over it is not necessarily fair. Like, I'm saying, take it up with the system then.
The system is why you're being attacked, so I don't know why you're up here saying any of this.
It is why.
So because people have generational trauma and because things badly have happened to you, you should treat other groups badly too?
I don't know where you think I don't know where you think.
That's what you're saying. You're like, because I had it worse. You don't get to talk about.
I don't know where you think anti-blackness came from, but it didn't come from black people. So again, take it up with your parents.
My father is not.
Black people can engage in anti-blackness. Colorism exists. I'm just saying, colorism does exist.
That was created by white people. That was created by white people.
No matter who it's, colorism does exist in the black community.
It was created by white people.
No, I agree with you.
But you see how he keeps trying to make it a black thing? It's in the black community. Where did it come from, sir?
I'm just damaging our own self. I ain't making nothing a black thing. I'm just saying it does exist. Colorism does exist.
Where did it come from?
It exists in other areas too, like in the Asian community and stuff like that.
Agreed, 100%. Agreed. I can make both of those arguments.
Okay, so this is
white people. Let's start with that eugenics.
This is the Washington Post quoting LBJ. Do you want me to put it on the screen?
For it.
Not just that, I listened to my little cousins in the public environment. They were saying straight hair is beautiful. I was like, oh my God, they're getting to the kids. Like, I'm so mad at that one.
Okay, you see Washington Post, Lyndon Baines Johnson. These are his quotes. Where is the one I was looking for?
Here.
Right here. Lowest white man, that he's better than the best colored man he won't notice when you're picking his pockets. Hell, he'll give you someone to look down on and blame them. Lyndon Baines Johnson told you how you control white people. You convince them they're better than black people, even if black people are doing better than them. So the person you're giving credit for the Civil Rights Act is saying this. Now tell us the criticism of John Brown since you brought him up.
I don't have a criticism.
I didn't say you have one. I said what is the criticism of him?
I do not.
So you shouldn't quote historical figures if you only know one thing about them.
I didn't quote anybody. I have not quoted.
You brought up John Brown, sir.
That's not quoting. I
didn't
quote him.
You brought up John Brown.
He did something we would all agree is a positive thing.
And what's the criticism of him, sir?
I have never heard one.
Then you haven't looked into John Brown. You just heard people on TikTok mention John Brown.
Or I went to college and studied him.
And if you studied him, you would know what the criticisms of him are then. So tell us.
I think every single history class teaches criticisms of all people.
Okay, we can move on. He proven that he don't know.
You're making dumb points.
Okay.
You still haven't provided any modern evidence of white people fighting for black causes like you're so insistent they do, because I don't see them doing.
Every single movement in the history of the world.
He's going to mention a couple protests that white people went to.
Let's not interrupt each other.
Let me just answer. All movements, even Fred Hampton even believed in a rainbow coalition. Even Fred Hampton, one of the most pro-black people in the history of the world, believed that you needed people outside of your own race to join your movement. No movement has existed in just itself. All movements need support of.
So what was the Haitian Revolution then?
The Haitian Revolution?
That's not even an answer to what I said. Like, you didn't say like there's a white community with this name that is actively fighting for black causes. You didn't do any of that because there's no white people who were helping the black Ukrainians in that war when they were told to get off buses and to walk to their safety and let the white Ukrainians go first to escape the persecution. That is a whole atrocity going on that had gone on in 2022.
Are you really going to frame the Ukraine-Russia conflict in terms of race? Are we serious right now?
Are you kidding me? Like, you don't know that happens?
Anybody with a brain knows that Ukraine and Russia, the conflict, is 100% based on ethnic tensions and regional geopolitics.
What the heck does that have to do with
Ukrainians? I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
No, because you can't argue. You can't even argue that. Why the heck do they have
kind of ridiculous
for the white people?
You guys are against interracial dating. You're against Loving versus Virginia. You would strike it down where it stands. That's ridiculous.
Why would we support? Hold on. Why would we support a white man that was dating an underage girl when he met her, who groomed her for 13 years? Excuse me.
Who supports that,
sir?
He's saying the Loving case you're saying must have been that the girl must have been underage, is what he's.
She was around 11 years old. He was almost 18 when they first met. He groomed her till she was 23. They almost got arrested in Virginia for being married when it was illegal. That's how that all came about. So why would I excuse me?
And if we're being honest,
how is it a terrible thing to say when that's what happened, sir?
All of my friends have a white wife.
So you're telling me you're opposed to Loving versus Virginia?
Why would I be for? Why would I be? Hold on, Mar. Why would I be for an underage black girl being groomed by an older black or rather white boy who groomed her? Why would I be for that? Because that's what happened.
That is a bad faith framing of a Supreme Court case. That is the most bad faith interpretation.
So you proved that didn't happen because that's
who makes those arguments? White people.
What are you talking about?
You know who makes those anti-interracial dating arguments? White people. They say it's poisoning their race.
They still do it today. Return to the land.
You see how do y'all see how he's deflecting from a white predator preying on an underage black girl?
An environment where all my friends that were white, they were taught not to date black people.
And that's bad.
You can say that all you want.
DJ, why do you think it's okay for a white person to groom an underage black girl?
And tell people not to interracial date and all this shit, but everyone's gonna be mixed probably eventually in the United States.
Okay, then you don't need to cry about it. Then.
Be for the future, I guess. Like, just be prepared, I guess. Like, you can fight against it, but it's still gonna happen.
Ma'am,
so I guess
you need to take this up with your parents, not us.
No, it's not. No, everybody's not. I'm not even
because of how she grew up.
I'm actually really glad they had me. I love being mixed. It's the best thing fucking ever.
I love being black.
I agree with Marissa. I love being mixed too.
Because the future is mixed.
No, you love presenting as black. That's what you love.
Interracial relationships, it's not gonna happen. So I guess
thank you.
Can we
host? Just really trying to disingenuous towards
Thank you, Maritza. I appreciate the honesty. These guys are being disingenuous as fuck.
National Geographic said
I've been in interracial relationships.
National Geographic is exact.
National Geographic is a credible source for you.
They will. You can pretend it's not, but it will. It will. So just be prepared because
biracials are always fighting for this. It's
sorry,
crazy.
we have a whole continent, by the way.
You're ignorant as hell.
Sir, you're the one defending grooming, okay?
Did I say Africa?
That you guys are doing.
Said America.
You don't have to say Africa. We're all over the world as well.
I said in America, and I said in America because we have immigrants, we have influences from other countries, so of course people are going to mix.
You probably don't like immigrants either. They're ignorant.
Not everybody's into
don't
that.
Like immigrants
You're
either.
not the beauty in the blueprint. So
you might not be.
Do you like immigrants?
But a lot of people are, and it's the future. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. My dad was
like
against that
immigrants?
stuff.
Have you heard of Brazil? Hello, mixed country. Puerto Rico. Hello, mixed country.
America?
Dominican Republic. Hello.
America?
Do you know history? Do you know Argentina where they used
they
the
were
white race
mixing though. They didn't look at
Not to be disrespectful, but some view it as taking pride in being an invasive species. That's how some view it. Not.
You guys are opposed to interracial dating. You sound like an NAZI.
I'm not actually opposed to it. The problem is when y'all sit up here and then you say stuff like, "We're
You
all
sound like a eugenicist, princess. You sound like a eugenicist.
I don't care what you say. Eugenicist is white.
You want to keep your race pure. Keep that race pure.
You sound like a...
No, because that's literally what they say. But then they promoted ethnic cleansing.
Wait. Yo.
Because I don't want to look like Marissa. What? That's nasty.
Wait, okay. Yeah, you're gone.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Bye.
There it is.
Yeah, get that weirdo out of here. Absolutely not.
I know I'm gorgeous. I know I'm beautiful because I'm mixed. I don't really care.
Beautiful because I'm mixed is
Interracial
crazy.
dating is like running into a burning house and praying that you make it out.
I had a black person.
And Maslow, don't even fucking start, because black people
The
are
host is
always
trying to
allowed
talk,
to say
ma'am. The host is
black
trying to
beautiful,
talk.
white is beautiful, Asian's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to say biracial
Wow,
is beautiful.
white is beautiful. White is so your oppressor is beautiful.
Rage bait.
That's really what she's mixing.
Listen. At the end of the day,
Any ethnicity can be beautiful. That's why they have Miss Universes.
Because I knew what he was gonna say. Because I said I love being mixed. I think mixed is beautiful. He's gonna say that's my white supremacy talking. Every race is fucking beautiful as well. I'm saying black people are allowed to say black is beautiful and white is beautiful and Asian's beautiful. I'm allowed to say mulatto.
Black is beautiful is not tied to racism, ma'am.
well, listen. At the end of the day, speaking from experience, I had a black person come to me and literally said I had demon blood because I had white in me. So, like, the fact that, like, people are coming to me and saying that is
Okay, what have
ridiculous.
white people told you then?
White people haven't come to me and said I had demon blood.
Oh, okay, so white people have never done anything negative to you. Okay.
I mean,
why is it always this disingenuous take? Every single time someone
He's
says,
been disingenuous from the start.
Someone says this is the little thing, or this your black side says something, all of a sudden you guys are first equation is let me say something about the non-black side.
You don't find it odd that biracials are always making it seem like only black people are the negative ones in society?
we didn't say that.
I mean,
You literally said that a white person has never said anything negative to you. You literally.
Did I say that?
Yes, I
No, he
asked
didn't
you.
say
You
it.
said
No,
nothing.
not at all.
say
He
it.
definitely
No.
didn't say that. He
didn't
definitely
say
did
it.
not say that.
So repeat what you said
He's
then.
bad faith. This has
So
been
repeat
bad
what
faith.
you said
non-black
then.
sides cannot be racist.
So
which
repeat
they
what you
are.
said, sir.
I agree with DJ. You're trying to.
You said-
fit me, like you're trying to trap me. Like, I'm not letting you
Yep.
trap me.
I mean,
Definitely
I
is.
just
He's
find
been
it
doing it to
comical
me.
that the same person
did
that
it to
thought that
me.
his prompt was accurate is also saying that only black people have said something to me about my blood and all of this.
I mean, that's my experience.
Okay, so you're agreeing that white people have never said anything to you, right?
No, like.
So
well,
I asked you what they have said and you said nothing.
No, because at the end of the day, yeah, I have experienced some like white people that said I don't belong here. Like I heard that before. Come on now.
Okay,
I'm
but
not saying-
why did you only want to highlight black people though?
Like,
He's highlighting just an overall experience.
Have you had any Asian
An
people
overall
say
experience would be
Heck, I myself, I would
okay.
have highlighted the same thing about
DJ doesn't
Have you had
want
any
to. DJ
Venezuelans
just wants
say
to
it to
interrupt and run interference because he doesn't
That's
think the host can
ridiculous.
hold his
One
own.
of my brother's
So
biracial friends was left out of his grandparents' will just for being biracial.
an
His grandparents
overall
died because he had a
experience
white
would be
father.
you explaining how on both sides you've experienced X, Y, and Z. You chose to highlight black people, and when I initially asked you about what white people have said, you said they've never said that.
Oh my god.
I get it. I know you want to pander to white people, bro. It's fine. They're not even in here.
oh man, no, it's not even.
I'm talking about him, not you.
Rage bait.
I'm talking
It's
about
rage
DJ.
bait. It's obvious rage. Nah, it's rage bait, bro. You've been rage
I
baiting
said
from the
was
start.
factual.
Wait,
You're the oldest rage baiter I think I've ever met.
Congratulations.
You must be the first. I've never seen anybody
Congratulations.
above
What's
the age of
next?
30 rage baiting on TikTok.
I mean,
bro.
you can keep saying
If we're
rage bait,
being
but you haven't
honest,
debunked anything
It's
I
obvious
said.
rage bait. You asked me with the criticism of Sean
interracial
Brown.
Yeah,
relationships
there
are
is.
viewed
Yeah,
as
you brought.
an
You asked me the criticism of
opportunity,
Sean
excitement to look
Brown.
down
Yeah.
on that person's ethnicity. for
Wait,
being
what did you say,
American
bro? I
before
couldn't hear you.
I hear someone tapping like crazy.
I was saying, if we're being honest,
I'm pretty
many
sure that was
interracial
me.
relationships are viewed as an excitement standpoint to view the other ethnicity in a looking down standpoint, because like they want to feel superior to that ethnicity. If we're being honest, like they'll hear about your bad experiences, they'll listen at it and view it. Ooh, I can't do this. I can't do that.
Well,
I kind of want to do that, but I want to hide it.
well,
And then
the
those
frustrating
behaviors
part.
resurface.
The frustrating part with me is like I was explaining what a black person said to me, and then Macy wanted to say, what about a white person? Like I'm just saying my experience. I'm not like targeting black people.
You are targeting black people. Look at your prompt.
Okay. Can I chime in? I just want to say this was just like the conversation I was in yesterday.